everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm back again with another math video for you. So today we're going to be looking at long division. Now long division can be a little bit long, and there are about 5 steps that you need to remember when you're going through it. So it can take a little bit of practice to get used to all the steps, but once you got the steps down, then you shouldn't have any problems getting your questions done. So long division kind of starts out with this funny looking sort of frame. And it sets things up a little bit differently than what we're used to. So normally, if I was doing division facts, then I would put my larger number first. So say, for example, if I had 24 divided by 2. My large number always comes first. But in this case, in long division, my large number goes into my frame, on the inside of my frame. And the number that I am dividing by, so how many groups I'm dividing that large number into, goes on the outside of my frame. Now there are 5 basic steps that you need to remember when you're doing long division. And just like when we do the multiplication in the traditional way, we're going to be dividing digit by digit. So we might be able to look at 24 divided by 2, and some of us can probably come up with the answer right away, but I'm using this as just a simple example to show you the steps. So our first step is going to be to divide. And I'm going to go into my inside frame here, and I'm going to go 2 divided by 2. So how many 2's are there in 2? Well, there's only one group of 2 and 2. And I'm going to write that right on top. And it's really important that you keep those numbers lined up. So if I'm dealing with this digit here, then my 1 needs to be right above that one. Otherwise, it's going to mess you up. So try to keep your work neat. My next step is going to be to multiply. So I'm going to multiply this number here by this number here. So I'm going to go 1 times 2, and I'm going to write my answer for that, which is 2, right below that digit that I'm working with. So see how everything's staying in a nice straight line. Now my third step is going to be to subtract. So I'm going to subtract these 2 digits, okay? So I'm going to go 2, take away 2, which in this case, super easy, is 0. Now my fourth step, because I'm not done, I still have another digit to work with, is to bring down. And I'm going to bring this 4 down right beside my answer down here. And my last step is repeat. So I'm going to divide again. 4 divided by 2. So how many groups of 2 are there in 4? Well, there's 2. And I'm going to write that above that digit there. Again, because I'm working with this number, the number has to go up here. Keep it nice and lined up. Next, my next step is to multiply. So I'm going to take this digit, go 2 times 2, which is 4. I'm going to write that down here. Third step is to subtract. 4 take away 4 is 0. And now I've got nothing left here to bring down, so I'm all finished. And my answer is 12. All right. So that is a nice, simple, easy question. Everything fits evenly into one another. We don't have any remainders. We don't have any wonky numbers to deal with. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try a number that may not necessarily fit in perfectly. So let's draw in our frame again. And let's do 36 divided by 2. So we shouldn't have a remainder with this one, but it's not going to divide in quite as evenly all throughout like the last one did. So again, my large number goes inside my frame, and the one that I am dividing by, or how many groups I'm dividing this large number into, is going outside my frame. All right, so my first step is going to be to divide. And remember, we're going digit by digit, so we're working with this number first. So 3 divided by 2. Now, 3 does not get divided evenly into 2 groups. It just doesn't happen, not in whole numbers anyway. So what I have to think about is how many 2's can I fit into 3? So in this case, there's only 1 2 that can fit into 3. So I've got, my next step is to multiply. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then my third step is to subtract. So 3 take away 2 is 1. Now, my fourth step is bring down. So I'm going to bring that 6 down beside the 1. And so now I've got 16 there. So I am going to be working with this whole number here. So now I'm going to go 16 divided by 2. So how many 2's fit evenly into 16? In this case, it works out perfectly because I have 8 2's in 16. Now I'm going to go to my next step to multiply. 8 times 2 is 16. And then I'm going to subtract. 16 take away 16 is 0. And I've got nothing left to bring down, so that means I'm done. So that means 36 divided by 2 equals 18. All right, I will stop there for now and give you guys a chance to practice this. The sheets that I've given you with this, or if you haven't gotten them yet, that I will email you in the future, kind of take you through this step by step. So you shouldn't have too many issues with it. But again, as always, if you need some help, then please feel free to contact me, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. We will do another video in the future dealing with long division and remainders. So be well. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.